Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I have found Jax's men, and yes, it looks like that they are all now dead. I guess it's time for us to get revenge on Captain Hebel.
Stay and hear me out.
Here you are, as you see. Look at them. They didn't deserve such a death for their loyalty to me. Hebel will pay. Here is his banner. He waits for my summons. He waits for your summons. Okay. So he dared to accept his challenge. Well, I guess it's time for a little bit of revenge. Oh, there they are. Whoopsie daisy. Of course, coming from the opposite direction. I suppose that's the how to handle things. Look closely at your men. This is what becomes of corsairs who forsake the way. Now you and your little outsider friend will die with them. Little. Well, okay. I guess he has a point with that. They will come for you, such as the crows coming for you. If I fail to kill you, they will. You and your outsider friend.
Tell me what you need or move along.
I thank you for that fine lore. You are a worthy hobbit, worthy even of being a corsair. There is honor in how you choose to live your life. Now, I must mourn for my men. A moment of silence, if you please. I suppose we can have a proper moment of silence. You may need a longer one.
Why are you bothering me?
Thank you, Pine Lore. You have more honor than any corsair I've ever met, and the spirit of a fine warrior. Be wary when you travel further, friend, especially in Belfalas. If Hebel spoke true, there are 3 other captains who will seek to hunt us down for treason. That is, if I do not hunt them down first. I will bury my men, and then I will go to Belfalas. Perhaps I'll meet you there, eh? Okay, so it sounds like we have not seen the last of this. Okay, I suppose I should take that. Going around collecting essences is not exactly something one's likely going to be wanting to do in this area, because I'm leveling through. The Havens of Belfalis can be found by following the road to northwest from Lamadon. You should travel to the Havens of Belfalis. Okay. There we go. But I need to return to Calimbel first in order to deliver some flowers. Here are the bundles you ordered.
I do not like the look of these weapons at all. These are weapons of Umbar.
Do you have news from the fields? Oh, yeah, more than that. 3 bundles of harvested flowers that will allow me to brew a good quantity of my healing liquor. But what are these? I don't like the look of these weapons at all. The weapons of Umbar are warned, and that means the raiding parties that plague Lamadon come from that coast. If Prince Imrahil were here, they would not dare to land. But we have only his daughter Lothriel to keep the coast safe, and she is not the leader that her father is. Okay, well, I have not yet determined that, but okay.
These corsair raiders likely landed at the shore west of here, in Belfalas.
I expect that the raiders have established a foothold in the old ruins on the coast. People say that elves once lived there, but that must have been 1,000 years or more ago. No elves have come near Calimbel for as long as I have run my shop, at any rate. If you are of a mind to deal with these corsairs, you would be the place to that'll be the place to do it. And while you're at the ruins, if you happen to see any old remnants of the elves, bring them back to me and I will pay you good coin for them. The elves won't be needing them after all. Well, if they're anything like the Rangers on wanting people to not pillage their goods, they may care about that. I have not traveled that way since I was a young man, and I remember an overlook with a good view of the ruins. That would be a good place to survey the situation, and you should go there first. Alright, so I need to find an overlook west of Calimbel in Belfalis. Okay, so we shall do that. Now we know we're really in Gondor. Beacons. I will presume then that this is one of several networks that they have. Let's see. Where is the... Okay, there is one over there. You have to be able to see one beacon from the other in order for the lighting to work. But let's continue on our way and find this overlook. You would think that if the troops have already all left that they would no longer need to light the beacons because the warning has been received. I don't know exactly how the network operates, so I suppose I wouldn't know whether or not they consider that you keep it up during the course of the emergency or if you like them once or twice in there and not worry about it afterwards, simply because once the warning is spread. And that way, of course, is that if the beacons are relit afterwards, it means, okay, something even worse is up. Ooh. Let's at least grab the Sable Master here before we proceed to the lookout.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Boy, are you right about that. Of course, it's easy to keep the beacons lit continuously in a game. Probably it's easier to keep them lit in the game than it would be otherwise. But in real life, you have to pay for all the wood, transport the wood, the oil in order to get the oil to catch fire easily, in order to create the exact type of smoke you want, in order to give the warning that you wish. All sorts of things have we've got Corsairs to worry about. But right now we've got Corsairs all over the area that we are going to meet along our way to the more of these. Okay, well, we can deal with them. And we can continue along our way. They're just going to give us some XP, 3 Corsairs at a time. I see more Corsairs running all about. Well, we'll just have to give them some excitement, or they're going to give me some excitement. Okay, it looks like that there is a main one and the... Okay, there's a patrol leader, and the patrol leader has 2 allies with him. Okay, well, I suppose that should be no shock. That's why they're always in packs of 3. We will bypass the kitten so that we don't have to worry about fighting every cat. Now, the overlook we want. Are we expected to climb this rock? Oh, okay. An elf stands atop the overlook, surveying the refuge of Ethelon. So apparently the elves aren't ignoring the area completely, as that merchant felt they were.
If you are a friend, you are welcome to share my watch.
I would be pleased to have your company, for men of Umbar have brought their ships to shore and threatened Ethelond. My people have not inhabited this refuge for 1,000 years, but we bear enough affection for places once dear that we cannot allow the raiders to remain. If their goal is plunder, they will be disappointed. The only relics that remain will be of historical value only. Any valuable artifacts or jewels were taken long ago. There are others of my people nearby. If you can defeat some of the raiders throughout Ethelond, I will bring you to them. Return hither with any relics that you find, and I will be doubly pleased, for I do have an interest in curiosities from my people's history. Alright, so I need to explore the tallest tower in Ethelond, explore the southern court of Ethelon, explore the northwest dock of Ethelon, defeat 8 raiders, and collect 6 relics. So instead of bringing Colin oh no, Gala, whoever. Okay, fine, you're in the way there. Anyway, he's silly, so maybe I should just call him Gilligan. Anyway, so instead of bringing those artifacts to Gilligan, I will instead bring them to the elf. And that sounds like a more appropriate place for them. But right now, of course, the artifacts aren't going to be worth a huge amount of money because, as he said, anything really valuable they took with them when they evacuated, I guess 1,000 years ago or whatever. Yeah, elves. Said they evacuated from here 1,000 years ago? I mean, I have seen places in a lot worse shape after being left alone for a decade, and then now this is 1,000 years. Well, I guess elves aren't exactly known for taking cheap shortcuts or anything like that in how they do things. They don't want things that are going to last for 10 years. They want things that are going to last 1,000 years. That's elves for you. Okay, now what have we got here? Oh, an adorned chest. That is, we're still in Westonmint. I guess we have to get to Central Gondor, or do you have to get to Central Gondor, or do you have to get to Eastern Gondor? Probably Minas Tirith is where we're just going to go up to the next tier of crafting. Oh well, I guess we'll find out at some point. But for now, I'm supposed to go to the tallest tower. And that looks like a pretty tall tower up there. I mean, if it's not the tallest tower, I guess I will... Oops-a-daisy. A little bit more company than I was hoping for. Fortunately, between me and my little friend here, we get through them. Alright, let's see. Ah! A relic! Okay, good. Well, I guess I might as well pick up the adorned chest just so they don't get in my way. Now let's see, I'm on the docks right now. I thought I was going to the tallest place, but it looks like I found the docks instead. Okay, explore the tallest... So it's the northwest dock. Am I in the northwest dock or am I in a different dock? Well, I guess if I go all the way down to the end, that'll be about as northwest as I can get, right? Or at least I should see what's northwest of here. Really? You can't get any more northwest than this without going on top of a Corsair ship. Hey. We could knock out a couple of Corsairs along the way. Alright, good. Oh, is that another dock up there? Okay. Actually, this is supposed to be... I guess I have to go around in order to get to that tower. Yeah, 'cause that looks like the tallest tower. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, you want to fight? Ever heard of a guy called Heaville? Alright, now let's see. Oh! Another relic! I keep on forgetting about the relics. I'm supposed to be looking for relics. Okay. Good. The tallest tower of Edelon once kept watch over the sea. Well, okay, look at this. It does look like it, the last 1,000 years has been, well, not too kind of. It's intact at least. But it is a bit of a, maybe needing a little bit of fixer-upper, but, I mean, yeah, as I said, for something that's been sitting around for at least 1,000 years, it's still in pretty good shape. Now, where is that dock? Alright, now I'm on the north end. Corsair ships have moored at the docks of Ethelon. Alright. So now I need the southern court of Ethelon. I thought I would have been at the southern court earlier when I was doing all that southern stuff before and going near the tower and all, but I suppose I didn't go quite deep enough into the court, so I'll just have to kill a couple of Corsairs here and there as I try to find the southern areas. Oh, somebody decided they doesn't like my presence. And somebody else is about to also take exception to that. Well, I'm afraid that you're not going to survive such desires. Alright, okay, at least now I've got the arrow pointing me into the proper direction. Well, I did have... This looks like probably somewhere around the court, right? Looks like the court didn't take as kindly to the years as the buildings have. Alright. Okay, good. The buildings along the side of the court are intact but empty. Okay, now let's go back and bring the relics back to Lothron at the Overlook. Well, I tried to keep the Corsairs from doing too much damage there.
It always warms the heart to meet a new friend in these dangerous days.
We do not have enough warriors to cast the Corsairs into the sea, but your efforts in the Refuge have told them that even an abandoned refuge is never truly forgotten by the elves. No, elves have very, very, very long memories.
I am Lathlorn, and I am proud to count myself among the Avarim.
It is time for me to introduce myself properly, my friend. I am Lothlord, and I am proud to count myself among the Avarim. We were tasked by Círdan the shipwright with maintaining a watch on Ethelond, and have done now for some time, removing overgrown brush and keeping the paths clear, and ensuring that the docks remain free of debris. If the havens of Mithlon become untenable, this will be the last place from which my people could depart for this Middle Earth, for the Undying Land. So you're maintaining it well enough that it can be quickly put into operation if need be. All right. The men of Umbar, Lakabe Ethelon, do us a grave grievous turn, and do not even know it. Dorthonith, the leader of the Avarim, and you can find her in the cave where we reside for now. If you follow the road southwest on the way to Dol Amroth, you will come to a rocky cleft in the ground to your right. Follow it down to a cliffside path over the water, and you will come to the entrance. Tell Dorthoneth of your experience in this land, and for she has a wisdom about her, and has proven a capable leader of the Avarim for as long as I have known her. Very well. We will go to this cave of the Avarim and meet this elf, and that's where you'll find me when we return in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.